Here's 5 signs of a toxic relationship. Let's go. One sign of a toxic relationship is a lack of communication. Communication is a huge key to maintaining a healthy relationship. Communication issues such as listening to reply and being combative instead of listening to understand, replying in like a sarcastic or a mocking tone, or simply not even replying at all. Those are all signs of a lack of communication. There should be respectful conversations that allow each other to openly say how they feel about any situation while being able to respectfully disagree without calling anybody names or bashing them. And y'all can come to a healthy compromise to keep the relationship on good terms. Also, no one should be jumping to conclusions on things without speaking to the other person. Doing things like this or just not saying anything at all and then getting mad at your partner at a later date is like a huge sign of toxicity, and it shows that there's definitely things that need to be worked on in a relationship, especially with the communication. After all, if you assume your partner can read your mind or they should just know something without even having a conversation with them, always understand this: a closed mouth does not get fed. If you want to address something, speak about it in a respectful manner. A second sign of a toxic relationship is holding grudges. Okay, so holding on to grudges, that's certainly a way to kill a relationship over a period of time. It's one of those things where, like, you guys could be coming from having a good night out, you're in the car, you're coming back home, you're smiling, you're laughing, then something comes up that reminds your partner of something that happened in the past, and then they throw it in your face. Yeah, that's something that's can become very tiring over a long period of time, and that can definitely sour the intimacy that you once had for one another. So learning how to let go of grudges is very key to sustaining a healthy relationship. If you don't, this can lead to you or the spouse building up tension over a period of time, and then you end up lashing out over something that's small, but because you haven't addressed that head on or let go of the grudge that you have, becomes something much, much more bigger than what it actually is. So letting go of grudges is extremely important. A third sign of being in a toxic relationship is being controlling. So this one is pretty self-explanatory to say the least, but being controlling can come off as a huge turnoff, and that can lead to some very, very abusive tendencies down the line. You ever been in a situation where one of those times you guys planned a great night out, you already made reservations, you got gas in the car, you all ready to go out, but as soon as you come out the room with that outfit on, your partner look at you and give you that stale face like, oh hell no, you're not going out with me looking like that. Go back in the room and put something else on. Yeah, that's no fun at all. And having controlling behavior could be a sign of a lack of trust in a relationship, or it could be like insecurities from a past relationship that you or your partner has not worked on to heal from. Either way, that could be very, very annoying, that could be mentally draining, and that could certainly lead to an abrupt ending of a relationship. Very, very toxic sign right there. A fourth sign of a toxic relationship is not being very supportive. Okay, so this is a huge sign of being in a toxic relationship. Have you ever had a time where you told your significant other of a goal that you wanted to accomplish, and you thought they was going to give you their full love, their full support and backing, but instead you got the total opposite? That could be a huge red flag right there for you. Hey, sweetheart, I'm thinking about starting a business. You start a business? Nah, you stop. Look, you're not the sharpest tool in the shed, so I don't think starting a business is for you. You need to cut it out. Like, quit dreaming. I let you know, you are in a toxic relationship, or at minimum, that's a toxic trait right there. Like, a lack of support can also lead to jealousy and secret competition in a relationship. Instead of you two building together, one person is trying to outdo the other person. So, huge, huge red flag right there. Do not overlook that. A fifth sign of a toxic relationship is being unloyal or being dishonest. Okay, so this one is definitely probably the biggest sign of being in a toxic relationship. Like, no one likes a partner that lies to them or does sneaky things behind their back. You know, having trust for one another is the foundation of a positive and healthy relationship. But once the trust is lost in a relationship, the relationship then becomes like a cell phone with no service. The only thing you two can do is play games. So if you constantly keep catching your spouse in lies about where they are, you know, what they're doing, who you've been with, that's definitely a red flag you should not ignore. You know when somebody's lying to you or they hesitate to tell you something. Hey, where you at? What you doing? I'm at my grandmother's house. Okay, why you sound like that? I'm gonna call you back. That's that nonsense right there. You both should be honest, open, and loyal to each other. Like, that's definitely a sign you should not ignore right there. And with all that being said, that does conclude this video right here. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate that. Please be sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel. Also, leave a comment down below. I would love to know what you guys think. This is just 5 signs of a toxic relationship here. I do plan on making a part 2 to this video because there is much more to talk about as far as signs in regards to you being in a toxic relationship or knowing the signs of a toxic relationship. So I do plan on making a part 2 to this video, but for now I just wanted to stick to a part 1. So once again, thank y'all so much for tuning into this video. Again, be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all, and I'm out.